Hi everyone, I thought I'd just do another video to show you how I do my Jamberry nail manicures. A few people have talked about wanting to know how to do them so they don't get as many wrinkles and bubbles. So I'll show you how I do them and how I found the best way to get rid of them. So I've already prepped my nails, I've washed them, and I've used a cuticle oil remover pen, which Jamberry sell, where you just put on some cuticle oil, and then you can use a metal spoon pusher or one of the or a nail stick to just scrape off some of your, what they call invisible cuticles, which is what can cause lifting from the tips of your nails. So it's a good investment if you find you're getting a lot of lifting from the base of your nails. And Jamberry also sell a lacquer remover and lacquer and wrap remover, which I've used earlier to remove my last set of nails, and a nail prep cleanser, which I'm going to use now to just clean off my nails. Sorry, I'm not midway through and I haven't filed off my other ones, because I want to show you. I often leave my tips. I've filed off a couple of them, but I'll leave my tips to the very end to file off to make sure they're cool, completely cool. So I'll show you how to do a few nails. So I'll start with my pinky. I know that the smallest one fits my pinky, but you just measure, and you want to get it the right width for your nail, but just a little bit shorter than the width of your nail. If it's too big, if it goes all the way edge to edge, that can cause bubbling, as well as it grows and stuff, it will shift a bit, and that can cause lifting. So make sure there's like a small gap. You can see on these, you can see on my pinky nail. It's not a great quality camera, but you can see that there's a gap between the nail wrap and my finger, I think. Anyway. And you just get used to the gap. I mean, it makes your nails look longer anyway. So I'll measure out, and then I cut the wrap to just above the length of my nail. I leave the excess to do Sophie's toes, because she loves having the same as me. Careful not to touch the back of your wraps. I use a manicure stick to peel it off the backing. I stick it on like that. See? And then what I do is I actually place it on my nail first before heating it, so I can make sure I get the right placement, because once you start to heat up that adhesive, then it's harder to get it in the right place. So let's see if I'm happy with that. I think so. And if it's long enough above your nail, you can always lift it from the very, very tip, because you're going to be filing off that bit anyway. I'll move the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. All right. Sorry. So, see how I've just put it on gently, and then I heat it first down the center. So I've turned on, I use a Jamberry mini heater, sorry, which looks like this. It's got a nice little stand, props up, so then you don't have to turn on and off the hairdryer. Your hairdryer doesn't blow off your wraps, but it is possible to do with a hairdryer. So I'll move the heater into view. So I'm going to twist this slightly. I think it's slightly twisted. So I'm touching it just from the edge where I'm going to pull it off anyway. Just shifting it so it's centered. So it's very lightly touching, and what I do is I'll heat it, not for that long, and smooth from the base to the tip, just down the center. And then I do the sides and smooth from the center outwards, and then the other side, smooth from the center outwards. And I just use my thumb. And some people like to use the purple plastic cuticle pusher to make sure they get a really good seal around the edge, but I think my thumb does a pretty good job, to be honest. And I don't file till, as I said, till the very end. And then I'll do my thumb as well, because thumbs are sometimes tricky, because my thumb has a pretty square base. And so what I do is I trim off the end of the wrap to square it off to match the base of my thumb, and then you have less of a gap. See how I've done that? You have less of a gap at the edges of your nails where it starts to curve upwards. So I'll pull that off the backing, touch it. Then, again, I'm going to touch this down gently. Using my non-dominant hand. So it's a bit trickier to sometimes get it exactly right. And then get it on, just gently on there. And then heat it. Starting to lift just down the center. And then side. Center. Smooth it out. Other side. This is called the 1, 2, 3 method. Right, so pretty happy with that. As you can see, it's smooth all around. Hopefully, see. I don't get. It's probably hard to make out the sparkles, but there's no bubbles along the sides or bottom, and hopefully not the top either. So another thing you can do to make sure that it's completely smooth down is you can use the plastic baggie method, where you take your completed wrap finger before you file it. You can actually do it after you file it as well, and you form like a shrink wrap around and heat it up, smooth it down. That sort of smooths. Right. Turn it off. I'll show you how I file. So with my file, some people go at 90 degrees. It gives you the cleanest look, but I go at 45 degrees because I use my nails as tools. So I get more lifting at the tips. So I find if I do it 45 degrees, it's sort of a slanted tip, and it helps protect the wrap from when I use it as a tool. There we go. That's off. Don't be afraid to use force. You can use also like a glass, Jamberry Cell glass nail files, and that will help you just smooth off any edges. If you feel it's ridge. I also give them a quick test. I always do my nails right before bed, and then in the morning I just test them again, feel them how they feel, and then if I need to, I can reheat and reseal. So again, center, I work from the center outwards. If you find you've got any small wrinkles, another thing you can do is get a metal spoon pusher like this, which is sold in Jamberry's Deluxe Toolkit, and you can heat that up and iron out any wrinkles you might have. So you can go up and down, press down, nice seal. So that might help as well. So hopefully you found this helpful. If you have any questions at all, or you have other other issues that you're having, let me know, and I can try to help you out. I'm always happy to help do tutorials in person. So give me a shout, and hopefully this is helpful. And if, yeah, as I said, any questions, just let me know. Thanks very much.